Welcome, class of 2014 and transfer students. I know what some of you are thinking. It was 3 years ago I was sitting in one of the exact same seats one of you is sitting in right now. It was hot, it was stuffy. Can't imagine why I remember it so clearly, but I do remember looking up at my future professors, sitting in their distinguished academic attire as you look at them now. And I thought, how cool would it be if they whipped out wands out of their robes and just started shooting off spells and I've matured a lot since my freshman year. Thank you. I've matured a lot since my freshman year. It didn't take me long to realize, as you will soon enough, that the kind of magic these professors wield runs far deeper and is far more powerful than anything you've ever read about in the, shall we say, sophisticated fiction of J.K. Rowling. As you're looking up at your professors, they're looking back at you, their future students, eager to discover who among you will express an interest in their areas of expertise. Some of you will be pleasantly surprised to discover academic interests you never would have known about if you hadn't given them a chance. And I know from personal experience that if you are committed to being successful, Ohio Wesleyan's professors will be committed to helping you succeed, whether you're majoring in their field or simply taking a single class to fill a requirement, or a class just for fun. I also know from personal experience that Ohio Wesleyan's professors can field a formidable soccer team. Twice they have crushed our student government. My name is Kyle Herman, and I'm your student body president. I'm the presiding officer of the Wesleyan Council in Student Affairs, WCSA, your student government. However limited its powers may be, WCSA is a functioning representative democracy with responsibilities that will affect your daily lives here. We play a role in forming university policies and distribute funding for student organizations. Our purpose is to address your concerns and act as a bridge between you and the administration, faculty, and staff. So if you think there's a disconnect between the students and the administration, don't blame them, blame us. But only if you communicate your opinions to your representatives. Feel free to friend me on Facebook or talk to me in person if you have an idea. Now, I would like to be able to tell you that Ohio Wesleyan will meet every expectation you have, but I can't tell you that. It's human nature for us to expect the impossible, so naturally, now that you are here, it is inevitable that you will discover the types of minor imperfections you may not notice by observing from afar. What I can tell you is that the university is constantly working to improve our standard of living, and that all around, Ohio Wesleyan is as good as it gets. Changes are taking place here that will make your experience even more valuable than mine. Our top administrative leadership is fresh and energetic. Dr. Robbins is the only university officer who has been at Ohio Wesleyan longer than I have. I'd like to congratulate Rock Jones on becoming an upperclassman this year as he enters his junior year. And while the administration has already implemented some major improvements over the last couple years, they have even more in the works that will come into fruition while you are here. I've had friends who have confided to me recently that they thought about transferring our freshman year, and now they said it would have been the biggest mistake of their lives. What they realize is that Ohio Wesleyan offers opportunities you won't find anywhere else, and you can achieve your dreams here if you get out of your dorms, meet people, and take advantage of those opportunities. I'm living proof of that. I've lived in suburban Ohio my whole life. But thanks to a new program called Theory to Practice, I received a grant from Ohio Wesleyan to spend part of my summer doing research on U.S.-Muslim world relations in Pakistan. When I was a freshman, I knew almost nothing about Pakistan besides what I saw on the news, which was the occasional story on terrorism or natural disasters. So much has changed since then. Not so much what our news is reporting, but personally for me. I became best friends with a student from Pakistan, and through him, my perception of the country changed. This summer, I was able to see the country through his eyes, living with him and his family, visiting cultural sites most Americans don't even know exist. We explored monuments built by the same Mughal emperor who erected the Taj Mahal, and hiked up a park trail on the side of a mountain overlooking Islamabad. We were humbled by our visit to Badshai Mosque, which is large enough to hold up to 10,000 people during Friday prayers. And we witnessed the intensity of Pakistan's rivalry with India by attending a flag-lowering ceremony at the Waga border. At Ohio Wesleyan, the world is your classroom. Explore every path here that piques your interest, both academic and beyond. Those of you who are passionate will learn to lead, and those of you who are lucky will learn to love. Those of you who are brave could even learn to live, not just for yourselves, but for others. Who among you has the courage to try to live genuinely and fully? Now is the time to take chances. Now is the time to experiment, not just in the controlled environment of the science lab, but in life. Question your assumptions. Isolate the roots of your values and beliefs. This year, you are beginning a fresh start. And even though you'll be making new friends and trying new things, you don't have to change who you are. Just be yourself and you'll be accepted here. College is the perfect time to strive to truly be yourself because you are encouraged to dig deep and discover who that self is. But college is also a transformative process because once you know what your goals are, you can take strides towards achieving them. Now is your opportunity to guide yourself to become who you want to be, and the possibilities are endless. Act with confidence while you are here. All of you have the potential to excel. You wouldn't be here if you didn't. But also act with humility. Each of you is also here because you were well prepared by your schools and communities back home. And most importantly, you all have parents, grandparents, and other guardians who love you and have dedicated a large part of their lives to ensuring that you will be successful. Now look around you. The most powerful resource you have is each other. Many of you will find a niche or two that will become your closest friends and support group. For some of you, it will be a campus organization or sports team. For others, it will be a fraternity or sorority. Whatever groups or social circles you become part of, remember to support each other. Attend sports games to cheer on teams that are competing for conference championships. Attend events hosted by groups from around the world who want to give you a taste of their culture and a taste of food from their home countries. I want to encourage you to also get to know people who come from different backgrounds than you do and have different interests and perspectives than you do. Conversations between people who at first may think they have little in common with each other is when real learning occurs, and is when some of the strongest friendships can form. Our campus is small enough that if you are not friends with someone by the end of the semester, you can be sure that they are a friend of a friend. Through tragedy and triumph, we rise and fall together. Together, you will quickly become part of the extended family that is Ohio Wesleyan. I've had the pleasure of meeting some of you already, and from what I've seen so far, you guys are pretty cool. Not class of 2011 cool, but you have time. So on behalf of the rest of the student body, welcome to the family.